Hi, beautiful souls. Rejoice in another beautiful day on this delightful, beautiful, glorious planet, dear Gaia. Today I thought I'd share a little message about speaking to your body. This was a very perfect reminder given to me by my sister the other day. And whilst I do intentionally spread the light through my body frequently, sometimes you do need reminders to actually talk to your body like it's a dear friend. And I hadn't been doing that. And yet I talk to trees and I talk to the grass and I talk to the fields and I speak to the kingdoms. And I say, oh, glorious tree kingdom, oh, bird kingdom. And I speak to all of these different aspects. And yet there I am forgetting and speaking to Gaia. And yeah, I'm forgetting to speak to my own body vehicle in the way that I speak to these other aspects. And of course we are all one, and I'm sure my body realizes that, but there's a very big difference, and it's about being very specific. We constantly have to remind ourselves and keep this awareness strong within our fields that just because we learn something, just because we know something, unless we practice it, it can slip away and it can escape our awareness. And the whole point is that as we gather the remembrances of everything that we are, we want to keep it very, very sharp and coherent within our fields. Sharp, coherent within our fields, practicing from the heart. So today I spoke to my body and I said, you know what? I am so sorry that I have neglected you and that I have been not listening to you. Because my goodness, so many times my body's saying, we need to sleep, we need to sleep. And I'm like, shut up, body. We haven't got time to sleep. We have to work, we have to write, we have to do this. And that's just such a distortion. It's a distortion from when you're a child or when you're growing up and you're, oh, you're lazy or you're this or you're that. And so you override the body's needs and requests. Some of it might be integration. Some of it just might be for whatever. You might have an injury, you might have had an operation, you might have had whatever it is. You might have had a conversation with somebody that was just really heavy and you need to just get yourself together after that. It can be for any reason. The body's like, hey, we need to just take a time out. When people honor their bodies, and those people that do honor their bodies, they seem to have really great health because they're being super listening to what the body is actually saying. The body has its own consciousness. So, listen. Take note and do as it asks. That's not to say that, you're running around just letting the body run riot. And there are some times when people mistake what the body is saying to actually what their own ego is saying. Because, somebody that's saying, oh, but my body says that we need to have, 500 gobstoppers, 10 pizza takeaways and, a cherry mousse on top or something. And it's like, no, the body's not saying that. That's not what the body's saying. So the more clear that we become, the easier it is to hear what it is being transmuted to us and shared with us through all different aspects of this beautiful world that we live in, and the cosmos and the multiverses. Today I was speaking to the clouds, and I was talking to the clouds, and I was then saying, okay, I'm going to hold a picture in my mind, and then it was placing that picture out in the clouds. So like, for example, I was going, okay, dog, and I was just holding that picture of the dog in my mind, and then it was imprinting in the clouds. And of course, there's so many different types of thought streams out there about what is this and what is that and everything else. But you have got to explore for yourself. Don't listen to what somebody else says. Explore for yourself and find out the truth for you. Find out what you need to do. Not need to do, because nobody needs to do anything, but find out what is fun and playful for you, because the more creative we are, the more we open up all of this, more creativity and more solutions come forth. And the solutions have always been there. They've just been hidden in plain sight. Everything is like coming to the surface now. So whilst coming up to the surface, there's a lot of debris. and distortion to be transmuted, cleared, deleted once and for all, dissolved, gone, no more, no more, no more. There's also lots of wonderment returning to the surface, but like, hey, did you know that we could do this? Hey, did you know that we can do that? And isn't that amazing? Isn't that just so fun? And the whole point right now is to focus on what you want to create. Focus on the new. Focus on bringing forth the new earth. The new earth is there. The new earth is just a frequency. That when you rise to meet that frequency, you align to meet that frequency, everything and all of this wonderment just opens up for you. And just keep remembering everything that you are. Like, it's about practicing. That's how you remember, by intentionally going out there and practicing and just like going, okay, like, what am I going to play with today? I'm going to play with that tree. I'm going to go and talk to that tree. Okay. Hi tree, you're very beautiful. I love all your leaves. And you just feel, observe, just sit there without judgment and everything else. And then say, tree, would you like to reveal more of yourself to me? And then, the tree might open up and share part of themselves with you. You might see lights moving up the tree, and you might experience a sense of what the tree has experienced over multiple different spaces of reality too, because they're all time travelers. Everything is on its own path. A tree doesn't just pop up and then it dies and that's it. It records information. It's a record keeper. So everything, there's so much to play with on this planet, and there's so many possibilities, and there's so much potential for all of us. And sometimes, we just need reminders. And this is what these videos are really all about. They're serving as reminders to remind us, like, okay, well, we're awake, yeah? First thing in the morning, we wake up. But that doesn't mean that we just do it once, because every single day we wake up in the morning and then we go about our day. And awakening is like that. It's a process. It's a never ending. It's continuing. You're always waking up to different heights, depths and breadths of awareness, of remembering, of understanding, of inner standing, of enlightenment, of illumination, of joyfulness. Everything, every single day is another step. And whilst we do take steps forwards as we're in expansion and we're expanding, we also are very much aware that as we breathe, it's like in, out, like the tide, like flows. It's like, and so there are moments when we need to integrate. There are moments when we need to go within and just be still before we, it's like movement meditation. Well, it is movement meditation. We're moving through this world. We're experiencing so much, but we do have to stop. We do have to check in with the body, because we need the body vehicle to move through this experience. And so if we're not honoring it, how are we going to move through this experience? So my invitation today is to stop. Just take note of where you are. Just listen to your body and say, okay, am I being absolutely fair to this body? Imagine it's a little young child under your care, okay? Because that's really what the body is. A small child under your care. How would you speak to a small child under your care? Would you not nurture it? Would you not say, oh, do you need a rest? We'll go and have a rest now. Let's go and do that. And then once we've had that rest, maybe we'll cut open a nice juicy orange and drink the delicious sweet flesh of that orange into our body systems, and just feel it all going in through the body as we wake up, and we have that slight thirst for something refreshing after a nice little zizz. So just keep remembering that everything, once you awaken to it and once you become aware of it, you then need to keep it as a practice so that you don't forget, that you don't become unconscious again and forget about it. You want to constantly keep it in your awareness. Remember, we're remembering, practicing. And then once you really have that installed and integrated within your system, you want to share it, because giving and giving and giving is a route and a road and a path and a journey of happiness. And the more that we give to others and enlighten their lives and celebrate with them their joys and play with them and laugh with them and share cake with them, you know, it makes everything so much better. This is what it's all about: sharing, caring, loving, nurturing, and to do everything, to be the creative genius that you are, to be playing with your imagination and just expressing yourself with wonderment and freedom. You need your body. You need your body, and if you want to ascend, you need your body, because you need to ascend in the body. Everybody, once they leave their physical body, is of higher light, in an expression of a higher frequency. So are therefore ascended. Everybody has an ascended aspect to them already in this now. But if you want to ascend in this current lifetime as the personality that you currently are, okay, never mind about the lower versions, but if you want to really experience that wonderment of ascension in the physical body, you need the physical body. So you have to talk to it, and you have to speak to it, and you have to say, listen, look, I know that I have not always been listening, but let's just get really, really together. Let's really work together, and let's just make sure that every single day we honor one another, because we are one. Everything is one. We're all fractals of the divine expressions of love, joy, and radiance. All is well, all is good. Thank you for watching this video. And if you like it, you can put a like, you can comment, you can maybe share your experiences of talking to your body. You can, let's create a community here. There's so many of us that, I mean, I'm very fortunate. I have some really, really good friends that I can share so much with, and so much stuff that I don't actually even share here, because a lot of it is stuff that we're currently unpacking together, and you know, feeling it within our hearts and experiencing. But you know, everybody has this. You can expand so much more when you have some really lovely people to share with, and when you have like a community. And people watching this is obviously going to be interested in Ascension, because you know, the channel is called Ascension Walkies. And so, you know, when we have a conversation together, then, you know, we might find, oh gosh, that person is really so aligned with what I feel and what I'm experiencing, and let me have more chats with them, and let's get together, let's talk, let's explore, let's co-create together. Life is joyful. Make it joyful. Make it wondrous, because it is wondrous. It is wonderful. It is wonderful. It's wonderful. Thank you for watching. My name is ZsaZsa. Love to you all. Peace.